So you have your ribbon cut and it's in your box and you're ready to put it on the line. The line that I like to use is trick line. You can get it on big spools. It doesn't have to be this big. But what I want to do is come to the end of the trick line, make a loop, and then tie that loop into itself so that at the end you just have a loop at the end of your line. Every 5 feet, what I like to do then is tie this thing into a tight knot. What this little knot does, you want to make it tight so it's not super big. This little knot will keep your ribbon from sliding back and forth across it so that your ribbon can stay pretty even keel along the line. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your loop and attach it to a pole. You can tape it onto the pole, which is what I like to do. That way I make sure it doesn't slide. And then you're going to affix the other end. And remember, every 5 feet. So you're going to have, for a 20-foot line, you're going to have a loop. You're going to have a knot at 5 feet. You're going to have another knot at 10 feet. One more knot at 15 feet. And then the other end of this is going to be an additional loop. And you're going to do the same thing at both ends. So you're going to take your loop, you're going to tape it onto your pole, you're going to stretch out your line, and it's helpful to have points along the way that you can support this line. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you up close. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your line and attach it to the end of, attach it to one pole. You can just put a little piece of tape on it. Something that'll hold it. If you want, you can use a clamp. You just want to make sure that it's going to hold. You're going to go 5 feet, you should have a knot. Another 5 feet should be another knot, so you're at 10 feet now. Another 5 feet puts you at 15 feet. And then at the very end, you're going to have another loop made the exact same way. So you're going to spread your poles out 20 feet apart. And ideally, it's helpful to have some poles in the middle to support this as you're putting the weight on it. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you at one end. Okay, so I want to do this kind of up close to the camera so you can see. You have two options. You can make the ends of the fabric the exact same length, or you can offset them so that when you do tie them on, you're going to have a variety of lengths along your line. For this video, I'm just going to do the same length. Now, this part is the part where you want to pick a side. You're either going to go on the other side of the line or on the inside. It doesn't matter which one you do as long as you do the same one every time. You're going to make a loop, and you're going to put that loop on one side or the other of the line. You're going to grab the loop from the other side. So if I'm on the side closest to me, you see the line? I'm going to make sure I grab the loop from the other side and bring it down. Then you're going to reach through the loop and grab the tails of the ribbon, and you pull the tails through and then pull the loop tight. And you see how it makes something that kind of looks like a necktie a little bit. So I'll show you again. I started with the ribbon on the same side as myself, so I'm going to reach and pull the tails through the ribbon so that it ties it on the line. And that's it. As long as it's the same every time. And this can go pretty quick. So to do a 20 foot strand of this ribbon swag should take you maybe a little bit over an hour from start to finish. Once you know what you're doing, it should take you a ballpark of an hour per 20 foot strand to make. And the cool thing is, once you make this once, you never have to make it again. So put the loop, reach through and grab the tails from the other side. Now, if you're using ribbon that has different thicknesses, what you may want to do is, if you've cut all of your ribbon by the thickness, let's say that this dark blue ribbon is thicker than the pale blue, what you may want to do is put your ribbon spaced out a little bit on the line, and then you'll fill it in with the other sizes as you go. Or in this case, I have a lot more dark blue than I do light blue. So I'm going to take my light blue ribbon and I'm going to space it out. And then you're just going to fill in with the rest of it. Okay, so you're just going to continue that process all the way along your line until you're all the way finished. And you can see you can slide stuff, you can add on different sizes, different textures, however you want to make it, and it's pretty easy and fun to make.
Join the Balloon Guild community for access to a growing library of balloon decor recipes, exclusive templates, webinars, and direct support from experts. Benefit from special discounts, members-only events, skill development opportunities, and a say in future content to elevate your business and expertise in the balloon decor industry. To join, visit theballoonguild.com now.